Good afternoon, I guess I should say evening, but welcome you all tonight for tonight's production between the Gayville-Volin Raiders and the Viborg-Hurley Cougars. It is a double header tonight, so it looks like we're a minute and a half away from tip-off of the girls' varsity, and we have the boys' varsity to follow. I'm Gage Ravellette. Alongside me is Tristan Nelson for this production brought to you by 5 Star Streaming on the Gayville-Volin Raiders YouTube channel. As I just mentioned, there's about a minute to tip off. We'll look at some things before we start. Starting with the Gayville-Volin Raiders. Looking at this team, they are 5-3, and I guess so is Viborg-Hurley. So it does seem to be an evenly matched game. Game is the word. I'm still stuck on volleyball, I guess. Both teams, Gayville-Volin, their point differential is about 11 points. Viborg-Hurley is about 6.5. So really, in terms of points allowed, points per game, and record-wise, they are basically even. So this should be a good, close one here tonight. Lots of action. And honestly, I just can't wait. I'm excited. I'm a little lost for words. I did leave my notes back home, so I'm trying to go off the top of my head. Hopefully I don't screw up too much. Looking ahead to the boys' game, though, it's going to be a little tougher of a matchup. The boy Viborg-Hurley team is ranked 3 in the media polls. They have a record of 8-1, whereas the Gayville-Volin boys have a record of 5-3. They're not ranked. They're not receiving any votes. And their plus and minus for points is only 4 points compared to Viborg-Hurley's 19. So that game is going to be a little more one-sided. After watching this Gayville-Volin team, they are a strong athletic team. I'm going to cut myself off. We have the national anthem, and I'll be back momentarily. As we come back just in time for the starting rosters. But as I was saying, back looking ahead to this boys varsity game, this Viborg-Hurley team on paper looks really good, and from the games I've watched, they look really good. But I don't want to count Gayville-Volin out. They do have some very athletic players. Their record's a little worse than Viborg-Hurley's. They're not receiving any votes. But when you have an athletic ability on your team like this Gayville-Volin team does, you really can swing things in your favor and pull off things you probably shouldn't. So that game I'm also very excited for. I missed the Viborg-Hurley girls' starting lineups, but I will tell you the Gayville-Volin girls as they are announced. Starting for the Raiders will be number 0, Jolie Westrom. Number 2, Ayla Dimmer. Number 3, Eliza Westrom. Number 10, Taylor Hoxing. And lastly, in the 5 spot, number 35, Maya Aiken. As we get under the way tonight, We'll see who jumps. Most likely it will be Maya Aiken for the Raiders. The starting lineup for the Cougars of Viborg-Hurley looks to be number 10, Aubrey Schwartz, number 2, Kendra Gilbert, number 30, Tatum Lyons, number 15, Jenna Graves, and lastly, if I can see that number, it looks to be number 2, Kendra Gilbert. I might have already said that. Number 1, Carly Nelson is the one I missed. So as we get underway, clock is now rolling. The Raiders do win the tip in the hands of Jolie Westrom. Down low to Maya Aiken. Shoots it from the post. No good. In and out. A shot I'd like to see go in. Anyhow, rebounded by the Cougars. Down the court will be number 2, Kendra Gilbert. Her shot is no good as she drives the lane. Raiders with the ball in their hand, brought up by Hoxie, number 10. Now in the hands of Jolie Westrom. Now Aiken at the top. She likes to shoot the 3 ball. We'll see how many she does. Aiken still at the top, over to Hoxie, top of the key. Wants to find the screen. She does. Down low, pick and roll to Aiken. Shot good. The Raiders will pick up the first basket of this one. 7:13 left to go in the hands of the Cougars. Gilbert over to Graves, drives in, double team, foul called. It will be a travel. I was thinking it might be a shooting foul, but I am wrong. So travel gives the Raiders the ball back, and Hoxing will bring it up the court. 2-0 is a score. Maya Aiken, the lone bucket, and the only shooter for this team as she's 1 for 2. Eliza Westrom, top of the key. Now Hoxing in the far corner. Drives baseline, picks up her dribble. She's kind of trapped, gets it Aiken. Jolie Westrom now top of the key as the ball goes around the horn a little bit. Hoxing back to the baseline drive, finds an open shot, rolls off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Westrom, puts up a shot of her own, misses, gets her own rebound, and does it again. So Westrom will pick up 2 of her own. I should clarify, Eliza Westrom. There are 2 Westroms on the court. Hopefully I can keep that straight. Now, the Cougars with the ball. Lyons wanted to drive in. She lost it for a second, and a little tie-up between Lyons and Jolie Westrom. Westrom's now holding her head. She did hit the deck a little bit. Hopefully it's not too hard. Would be a shame. The Cougars do get the ball from the possession arrow. The refs did call it a jump ball. So the arrow will go back in favor of the Raiders now. After that one, now foul called, push. Who picked up the foul? Looks to be number 3. Yes, it is Eliza Westrom. Her second foul. And it looks like I might have missed a foul. I was thinking that was the first of the game, but I guess not. So Eliza Westrom comes out. Number 23, Paisley Dimmer, comes in. We now have 2 Dimmers on the court. If one pair of last names wasn't enough, here's 2. Shot blocked on the Cougar side, so the Raiders get it back. Paisley Dimmer on the far side, gets it to Jolie Westrom, top of the key. Now Hoxing drives in, shot, no good. A little of a hook shot, didn't fall though. Raiders do get the rebound. It was in the hands of Aiken, back out to Hoxie. He drives in, puts up a shot, no good. Rebounded by the Cougars. Carly Nelson drives in, back out, finds the extra pass. 3 ball, no good by Gilbert. This time rebounded by the Raiders, brought up the court by Paisley Dimmer. She's only a freshman. We've seen a lot of her on the volleyball court. Big trust to the freshman. Pass intercepted by the Cougars. That's number 15, Jenna Graves, who has an easy transition layup, which is good. Scores 4-2. We have 5 minutes left in the first quarter. Ayla Dimmer, far side, looking for some room. Gets it to Aiken at the top. Guarded by number 10, Schwartz. Aiken drives, backs out. Finds Jolie Westrom, top of the key. Now Hoxing near corner. 3 ball is good. The Raiders will hit the first 3 of the game. The score is now 7-2. 4:45 left. The Cougars 3 ball is good as well. We have shots flying now, folks. That one shot by number 30, Tatum Lyons. a junior guard for the Cougars. So 7-5 is the score. It's a 2-point game. Hoxing brings it up the court, gets it to Ayla Dimmer. Dimmer at beyond the perimeter, looking for some room to run. Passes it off to Paisley Dimmer. A little cross, can't find an open lane. Now Hoxing down low to Aiken. Shot no good. Gets her own rebound. Second shot also no good, but foul called. She will shoot 2. Nothing is better than drawing the foul. The only thing better than drawing the foul and missing a shot is making the shot and getting the and one. A little obvious, I know, but you know what they say? The best and ones. You know, I'm just going to stop. I don't remember the quote. A guy I broadcasted with the last couple of weeks had a quote about and ones. I thought I could rattle it off the top of my head. I can't. So, first free throw is good. Second one is not. Rebounded by Paisley Dimmer, who gets it. Shot no good. At least I believe that was a shot and not a pass. Hit out of bounds. Anyhow, the Raiders do have the ball. It was last touched by the Cougars, so Jolie Westrom will inbound it. Time was getting a little low. She does get it off to Ayla Dimmer, who drives in herself. Guarded tightly by the Cougars. Down low to Aiken. Shot no good. She almost got her own rebound. Couldn't get her hands on the ball. She had one hand on it, I should say. 4 minutes left in the quarter. The score is still 8-5. A lot of action on the offensive side of the court for the Raiders. 8 points to show for it. A few shots from Aiken and a 3 from Hoxing. The Cougars now. Ball on the near side. Gilbert with it at the top. Gets it down, not down low. Near side to Baker. Back up to Gilbert at the top of the key. Uses that dribble. Shoots the 3. Gilbert 3 ball is good to tie things up at 8. 3.5 minutes left in the first quarter, and things are all tied at 8. A couple of 3 balls. The shots are flying and falling. Foul called as Hoxing was driving near the far side. Looks to be a push on number 1 for the Cougars, Charlie Nelson. That will be her first foul. Both teams have 2 fouls each. And for those who don't know, each team gets 5 fouls to the bonus, or the 5th foul puts the team in the bonus each quarter. And a foul on Aiken. The shot goes in as she shoots through the contact. Will she complete the and one? Score 10-8. Dinged on the foul. I should say first, the and one is good. Dinged on the foul is number 11, Lamaya Baker for the Cougars. So Cougars have the ball once again in the hands of Schwartz. Now Gilbert. She takes it around, gets a pass off to Graves, who drives in, double teams, finds a little outlet pass behind her. That's Nelson from the free throw line, it looked like. Shot no good, rebounded by the Raiders. Paisley Dimmer now drives in transition. Shot took 4 bounces off the rim, but doesn't fall. The Cougars get the rebound after the shot. Graves drives in, finds Gilbert on the outside, drives herself. Had plenty of room between her and Aiken. Wasn't really expecting that. Should have probably went up for the shot a little earlier than she did. Shot misses though, and the Raiders on the other hand just give it to Hoxing as she makes her second 3 of the game. 14-8 is the score. We have a timeout called. It will be a full timeout. So we'll take a timeout as well from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
I can never see anything in this kitchen. Why is that? Time to call Westies Electric, our dependable and reliable electrician. Westies Electric has proudly been serving the Yankton and Gayville-Volin communities in residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. From the simplest fixes to the complex fixes or installations, they offer affordable service without the hassle, offering 24/7 emergency support so you're never left in the dark. Westies Electric, a proud sponsor of all Gayville-Volin sports.
And welcome back. The timeout is still going on. Have a couple seconds left. But let's just recap what we witnessed. The Raiders scored the first 2 points. A little slowdown in the action. The Cougars did tie it up. And, for a while, the Raiders did score that bucket first pretty fast. And we had a little break in action. I'm like, all right, things are going to slow down in my mind. I didn't say it out loud, of course. But then, all of a sudden, bang three, now another three. And now the score is 14-8. Hoxing has 2 threes. The Cougars have 2 threes also. And just a multitude of scoring, just all of a sudden. Just blows my mind. I don't know why. Anyhow, back in the action. Enough of me just talking nonsense. The Cougars have the ball. Graves on the outside, drives baseline, gets it off to Nelson down low. Shot is good off from the top of the backboard. It does make its way into the basket. Inbounded to Aiken. Pass goes a little too high. She tries to get it to Westrom. And the Cougars get the ball right back. 3 ball. It looked good in the air, but it won't go. Rebounded by Graves, who gets it to Gilbert on the outside. The Cougars get another chance after the missed 3, and they put up another 3. That one no good. Rebounded by Graves a second time, and foul was called. This one on the floor. It looks to be number 32 or 23. I'm not very good at reading. It will be 23, her first foul. I could be wrong, but it looks to be Paisley Dimmer for the Raiders, as she picks up her first foul. Both teams have 3 fouls. 2 each are 2 away from putting the other team in bonus with a minute and a half left in the quarter. We have a jump ball and a substitution for the Raiders. Ayla Dimmer comes out. Replacing her will be number 22, Kendra Beek, for the Raiders. And inbounded, it looks like the Cougars try to get it down low to number 11, Baker, as it's hit out of bounds. Last touch by the Raiders, so the Cougars will keep the ball. Nelson to Gilbert. Little step back, long 2, shot no good, rebounded by Aiken. Minute 20 left. Each team should get a few more possessions in this one. Jolie Westrom now down low to Paisley Dimmer, foul, and she will shoot 2. So 14-10 is a score. Paisley Dimmer looks to extend it a little more after these 2 shots. The Cougars will have a sub come in after the first free throw. First free throw is good after a couple of bounces, so the lead will extend to 5, 15-10, and a substitution. Second free throw is also good, so the pair from Paisley Dimmer will fall. Substitution looks to be number 22, Olivia Hansen comes in, and number 11, Lamaya Baker is subbed out. Cougars have the ball in the hands of Gilbert. Now Schwartz. Graves drives in, double teamed, finds Hansen on the outside, shot no good, just a little long. This time rebounded by Aiken. 50 seconds left. And Paisley Dimmer, near side, back to Aiken. Far side now, Hoxing has the ball. Cross-court pass to Dimmer, wants to drive baseline. Lane gets clogged up. Ball goes around the horn. Another cross-court pass from Hoxing to Dimmer. It looks like they're playing a game of catch between the 3 of them. Hoxing now drives baseline. Little runner shot is good to extend the lead once more. 18-10. Cougars have the ball back. Graves brings it up the court. Wants to drive a lane. Doesn't find any room. Gilbert back to Graves. A little 1-2 step layup. Shot no good. That wanted to fall but didn't. Rebounded by the Raiders. Jolie Westrom brings it up. Now Paisley Dimmer. Long 2. It looks like her feet were on the line. Rebounded by Aiken, who puts the second shot in for some second chance points. That's the end of the quarter. The Raiders lead 20-10, just stretched their lead in the last minute and a half. So we'll take a quick break, as both teams talk things over. I won't talk things over with the team, of course. And we'll be back for the second quarter of action here on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
deserve the best. Whether it's the crispiest, juiciest roasted chicken, wings dripping with mouth-watering sauce, or award-winning burgers, Toby's Lounge in Mechlin will make sure you get the best. And Toby's Lounge not only has the best tasting food, they also have the best deals, including 71-cent wings on Mondays and Thursdays and family chicken combos. Visit their website, tobyslounge.com, or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook to keep up with different specials every day. It's time to treat yourself with the best, only at Toby's Lounge. Open 11 to 9 every day. For over 40 years, your local heating and cooling contractor has been Larry's Heating and Cooling. How did they stay in business that long? The customers know they stand behind their work. They offer top quality name brand equipment, and no one matches Larry's pricing when compared to the other local Lennox dealers based in Iowa. Larry's is $2,000 less for the same equipment. Not a Larry's customer? When you're ready to upgrade, trust Larry's. Honest prices, no gimmicks, and reliable service. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Coming back in a little late to the action, the Raiders start this quarter with the ball. Doesn't look like there's been any changes to the lineups as Jolie Westrom takes a three. What a bounce! It bounced twice off the rim. I thought it was going to go out. Took a third one and fell. So 23-10 is the score. The Cougars get the ball back. Graves now on the near side to Gilbert in the corner. Drives in, gets past Aiken, has an open lane. Layup just too long as she misses. Rebounded by the Raiders. Brought up by Hoxing. Dimmer on the far side. A little pass to Aiken, who puts it right back out to her. Dimmer's three ball is no good. This time rebounded by the Cougars as Nelson brings it up. Takes a contested three-pointer and nothing but net. The first points by the Cougars in a while to cut the lead to 10, and the Raiders have the ball back. A pass stolen from Aiken to Dimmer, intercepted by Nelson, who gets a free layup to cut the lead even more, 23-15. Full court press by the Cougars. Raiders do break it. They find Kendra Beek down low, and a big swat from Gilbert will tag her with the foul. So Beek will shoot two. First free throw from Beck, no good. Substitution for the Cougars. It looks like number 22, Olivia Hansen, comes out, and number 30, Tatum Lyons, comes in. I believe that's who it was. We'll roll with that. Second free throw, no good. Rebounded by Schwartz as Gilbert brings it up. Lyons wanted the three, doesn't take it, drives baseline, now trapped under the hoop, does find a pass to Gilbert, but it's tipped and picked up by Aiken. Nelson now puts a little pressure on Aiken, gets the steal and the basket. Nelson's kind of on fire. Her defense is top of the line right now, 23-17. The score has really changed in the last couple minutes. 6 minutes left before half. Another pass by the Raiders is stolen, and will they get the basket? First shot by Graves, no good. Second one also no good. Now it's rebounded by Aiken. Cougars keep the full court press. Aiken finds a long pass, almost gets to Beck, but it is intercepted by Lyons off a tip. They find Nelson under the basket, and the lead just keeps getting smaller. 5:40 left before half. The Raiders need to just slow down and find a good pass. They finally do after it's tipped. Hoxing down low will lose her footing and fall out of bounds. I didn't see who touched it last. It looks like the Cougars do touch it last. Beck comes out. Number 3, Eliza Westrom, comes in. Jolie Westrom will be the one to inbound it. She does find an open Taylor Hoxing. Timeout called. This will be a half timeout. We'll just keep it here and talk things over. So in what seemed to be a dominant first quarter run by the Raiders to extend the lead by 2-10 is now cut short to 4 after a big run from Viborg-Hurley. A couple of, some may say lousy passes. You kind of get a little content. A couple of passes stolen by the Cougars, and maybe just an up-tempo in defense, a little more pressure, high-pressure defense can force a little panic, and that's probably what happened to this Raiders team. That a little panic set in when the press came. And good job by the Cougars to get them steals, to get them tip passes, and to just keep putting that effort in and finding them points, especially when you're down 13-14 like they were to start out the second quarter. So after the timeout, the Raiders do keep the ball as Westrom will inbound this one to Aiken. Can the Raiders get things going once again? Pass from Hoxing, tipped by Nelson. They find Graves on the offensive side. Ball goes around the horn. Nelson, top of the key. 3-ball is good, and she has a hot hand right now, folks. It's a one-score game. The Raiders led by as much as 13, I believe, to start the second quarter, and things are turning around fast. A foul by Schwartz, that'll be her second of the game, will slow things down as the Raiders now have to inbound once again. Westrom inbounds it to Paisley Dimmer, who brings it up the court, guarded by Nelson, who just picks her pocket for the steal, and Nelson will have a free layup as Viborg takes their first lead of the game with 5 minutes left before half. Hoxing brings it up the court, no more full press for the Cougars as the cross-court pass to Dimmer. Now Aiken, Westrom, Hoxing top of the key, 3-ball, they need it, and they get it. 26-24. A lot of action right now. 4:30 left before half. Brought up by Nelson. Now Gilbert. Nelson hits the court. She gets back up pretty fast. Good thing. And another 3-ball from this Cougars team. This time number 30 Lions gets a piece of the action. And the Cougars have the lead once again by 1. And Nelson couldn't get the steal from Jolie Westrom this time. As the Raiders go around the horn with the ball, Hoxing, far side. I think she wants a 3. She won't take it. Down low to Aiken. Back out to Dimmer. Near side, Westrom at the top. The ball is just going everywhere, folks. Hoxing finally drives. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Lions as she takes it up the court. Gets it in the hands of Nelson. Now Gilbert on the far side. We'll see where this ball goes. Nelson, top of the key, gets a screen for herself. Now Graves, back to Gilbert. Far side 3, no good. Rebounded by Lions. And the Cougars will get a new shot clock after the offensive rebound in the hands of Nelson. 3-ball, this one is no good. A little left. Lions trying to make the save. Unfortunately, put it in the hands of Aiken. The Raiders get the ball back. Hoxing. Top of the key, wanted the 3, but pressure from Graves stopped the shot attempt, and Graves couldn't stop herself as she collides with Hoxing. A foul called. That'll be Graves first, and an inbound for the Raiders. Liza Westrom, now Jolie Westrom, near side corner. 3-ball no good, rebounded by Paisley Dimmer. Who gets it to Hoxing, down low to Aiken. See the work she can do in the post. As that 2-point shot is good, the Raiders take the lead once again by 1. Just under the 3-minute mark before half, Nelson with the ball finds Gilbert in the far corner. Gilbert will drive, backs out. Graves, top of the key. She had room to shoot it. Elects to pass instead. Now Lions from the far 3. She's made a few from that spot already. This one no good. 2.5 minutes left. The Raiders have the ball. Hoxing top of the key. Far side to Paisley Dimmer. Doesn't even think about shooting it. They leave her room. Pass, a cross-court pass to Jolie Westrom. Intercepted by Lions. Gets it to Nelson. Now Graves from the near side. 3-ball no good. Rebounded by Lions. Once again. Nelson at the top, gets it to Gilbert. Back to Nelson, finds room to drive, layup no good. Rebounded by number 11, that's Baker. Lions top of the key. Offensive rebounds are big in a game like this, and the Viborg-Hurley Cougars are running that statistic. Now, a foul call. Nelson did shoot the three and make it, but the foul was called before the three attempt, so it won't count. The Raiders get the ball back. Paisley Dimmer will be subbed out. In comes Ayla Dimmer. Some words I said a few too often during volleyball. I didn't think I was going to have to say that for the rest of the year, but I was wrong. Hoxing brings it back up the court, tries to get it to Jolie Westrom. Pass intercepted, and Graves on the offensive side. Layup good. The Cougars take the lead again by one. 29-28 in favor of the Cougars. Hoxing this time brings the ball up the court, looks a cross-court pass to Ayla Dimmer. No room to drive, puts it back in the hands of Hoxing, who goes towards the baseline. No room. Ayla Dimmer again, as these two are playing catch. Far side three by Hoxing, no good. One bounce off the rim and hits the poles above the hoop, so it will be out of bounds. Cougars get the ball back. Nelson will bring it up, as this Raider defense won't pressure. Down low is Olivia Hansen on Hoxing. What seems to be maybe a little mismatch is Hansen's 5'10". A tall woman on the court. Shot is good. 31-28 is the score. A foul called. We'll see who gets dinged for the foul. That's a fifth one for the Cougars, so that should be 2 shots. It is. It won't be 5 like I thought. Instead will be number 22, Olivia Hansen, on the foul, her first. First free throw from Eliza Westrom, no good. As the score will stay 31-28. The Raiders are in the bonus with 46 seconds left. Second free throw also no good. Missed left. As the ball rolls out of bounds, last touched by Olivia Hansen. A little controversial call. Happened all too fast. I don't have an opinion on it, but the Raiders will get the ball back. Back in is Beck, as she gets inbound, gets it to Ayla Dimmer, who shoots a three, no good. Long shots create long rebounds, and Ayla Dimmer gets her own rebound. As she finds a mid-range shot now, no good, ball loose. Picked up by Beck, who was right under the hoop. She thought she had room, but instead was right under it. Her shot no good. Now rebounded by the Cougars. We have 15 seconds left in the hands of Nelson. She's been hot so far in this game. Tries to get it down low to Hansen. Bad pass as Beck picks up the turnover. Ayla Dimmer on the far side. Foul called on Hansen. A little contact. Hansen will be dinged for the block. And Ayla Dimmer will shoot 2 since the Raiders are in bonus. Dimmer has a chance to cut the lead to 1 following this pair of free throws. First free throw, no good, as Nelson for the Cougars will be subbed out, giving her a break. And number 12, Brooklyn Kessler, a junior guard for the Cougars, will check in. Second free throw is good. The score is 31-29. 3 seconds left. Cougars have one more chance at a shot, and that's Lyons from the white line. No good. What a change of event, folks, from a 10-point Raider lead to now a 2-point Cougar lead. This has been action-packed. 31-29 is a score going into half. We'll take a break and be back halfway through this halftime with a little chit-chat about this game so far and the next game to follow. And we'll see you then from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
For your next golf outing or large gathering, make sure to think of the Clubhouse Grill and the Alcester Golf Course. The Clubhouse Grill seats 75 and their event space has room for up to 250. Perfect for parties, receptions, and reunions. The Clubhouse Grill is ready for your next event. The Alcester Golf Course is a 9-hole course that requires no tee times and features all-day golf on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for just $30. The Alcester Golf Course and Clubhouse Grill are proud supporters of the Alcester Hudson Cubs.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer, Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermilion.
Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient. Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermilion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Before or after the game, stop at the Hayshed for the best burger, sandwiches, wraps, and appetizers in the area. Don't forget about the daily lunch specials. Like them on Facebook for more details and for more information on upcoming events. The Hayshed is a proud sponsor of the Gayville-Volin academic and sports programs. Wishing the Raiders good luck on tonight's game. The Hayshed in Gayville, good friends, good food, and good times. Go Raiders!
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
I can never see anything in this kitchen. Why is that? Time to call Westie's Electric, our dependable and reliable electrician. Westie's Electric has proudly been serving the Yankton and Gayville-Volin communities in residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. From the simplest fixes to the complex fixes or installations, they offer affordable service without the hassle, offering 24/7 emergency support so you're never left in the dark. Westie's Electric, a proud sponsor of all Gayville-Volin sports.
Serve the best. Whether it's the crispiest, juiciest roasted chicken, wings dripping with mouth-watering sauce, or award-winning burgers, Toby's Lounge in Mechlin will make sure you get the best. And Toby's Lounge not only has the best tasting food, they also have the best deals, including 71-cent wings on Mondays and Thursdays and family chicken combos. Visit their website, tobyslounge.com, or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook to keep up with different specials every day. It's time to treat yourself with the best, only at Toby's Lounge. Open 11 to 9 every day.
And welcome back for the half. We got 4.5 minutes before the action resumes, and let's talk it over. The Raiders started out very hot. They were up by 10 after the first quarter. It looked like it was going to be a dominant, maybe even runaway game from the Raiders after a couple threes from Hoxing, some action down low from Aiken under the basket to create and extend this lead. But as we came back from the first quarter break, the Raiders knocked down a three to extend the lead to 13, 14. I can't really remember. And you're just thinking this game might be over. But as I thought that in my head, the Cougars came screaming back. They got a pair of turnovers, they made a couple threes, and before you knew it, it was a 4-point game. And then a timeout was called. You're like, all right, the Raiders are going to regroup, but they'll be back in it. And then the Cougars came out firing some more, a few more turnovers, and a big effort from number 1, Charlie Nelson, for this Viborg-Hurley team. We learned in this second quarter she has a hot hand, and the more they feed it to her, the more points she's going to score or more opportunities she's going to create. I wish I was keeping stats to keep track of the amount of steals she had, but she had plenty. Not all hope is lost for this Raiders team, though. It is still a 2-point game. I shouldn't count anybody out yet, but as we've seen, the Raiders do have the ability to score and score fast. They'll have to limit Charlie Nelson in the second half if they want to do so. And on the other end, if the Cougars can keep creating turnovers and keep ensuing a level of panic inside this Raiders team with this high-pressure, full-press defense, the Cougars can come out on top as well. So that's all I got for the first half so far. We have 2 minutes before the second half starts. We'll go right back into the commercial and be back with the start of the second half from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
For over 40 years, your local heating and cooling contractor has been Larry's Heating and Cooling. How did they stay in business that long? The customers know they stand behind their work. They offer top quality name brand equipment, and no one matches Larry's pricing when compared to the other local Lennox dealers based in Iowa. Larry's is $2,000 less for the same equipment. Not a Larry's customer? When you're ready to upgrade, trust Larry's. Honest prices, no gimmicks, and reliable service. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion. Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
For your next golf outing or large gathering, make sure to think of the Clubhouse Grill and the Alcester Golf Course. The Clubhouse Grill seats 75 and their event space has room for up to 250. Perfect for parties, receptions, and reunions. The Clubhouse Grill is ready for your next event. The Alcester Golf Course is a 9-hole course that requires no tee times and features all-day golf on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for just $30. The Alcester Golf Course and Clubhouse Grill are proud supporters of the Alcester Hudson Cubs.
And we are back with the start of the second half of action. There's 3 seconds left on the clock, so action should resume any moment as the buzzer sounds. I won't lie, the pep band sounded good from up here in the booth. But that's not the point of this broadcast, so I'll quit talking about them and get into the action. The Cougars start this half with the ball. Nelson gets the inbound to Lyons. Now number 10, Schwartz, along 3, no good. Rebounded by number 23, Paisley Dimmer, as she will also bring it up the court. The Raiders, like I mentioned earlier, and as many of you can probably see on the screen, are down by 2, 31-29. Hoxing cross-court pass to Westrom. Now Paisley Dimmer pump fakes a 3, gets it to Hoxing, now down low to Aiken. One more pass to Jolie Westrom, far corner, 3 ball, no good, rebounded by Graves of the Cougars. Graves takes it up the court, now Lyons wants to drive, loses her feet, and the ball pops out right into the hands of Taylor Hoxing. Hoxing finds Paisley Dimmer on the far side. Took a little too long to shoot the 3, let the defense catch up, but instead drives to the post and knocks down a mid-range jump shot. We are tied at 31. 1 minute through the third quarter. Nelson brings it up for the Cougars. In the hands of Graves, who drives to the hoop. A little underhand shot, no good. Rebounded by Maya Aiken. As Aiken brings it up the court, she has not shot a 3, to my knowledge. And she seems to like to shoot that 3 ball. We'll have to see if she gets it going in the second half. As I say that, they feed it to Aiken down low. Her shot no good. Rebounded by Eliza Westrom, who puts up a shot also no good. The Raiders get a second offensive rebound and will go around the horn. Jolie Westrom, far side, tries to get it down low to Eliza Westrom, but falls in the hands of Aiken. Aiken shot no good, rebounded by Lions of the Cougars. Lions Cougars. Not talking about animals. As Cougars I am. Nelson down low in the post on the offensive side. A little 1-2 step. Fadeaway shot will fall as the Cougars come out in front once again. 33-31. Cougars have the lead. Jolie Westrom down low to Aiken. Ball rolls on the rim, no good. Back out to Taylor Hoxing. 3 ball looks good. It won't fall. Now rebounded by Schwartz for the Cougars. Lyons, far side, drives in, beats her girl, and will put in the free basket for 2. 35-31, the lead is now 4. Taylor Hoxing brings it up the court for the Raiders, looking for an open girl. She finds one, Aiken. Back out to Hoxing, now Jolie Westrom on the far side. Gets it down low to Eliza Westrom. Cross-court pass to Paisley Dimmer. 3 ball, no good. It was right on the mark, just a little long. Rebounded by Eliza Westrom, who misses. Foul called. And who will that be on? I think that's on Eliza Westrom. A little over the back. Yes, it is. So that's Eliza Westrom's 3rd foul, the first of this half. And the Cougars will get the ball back. Nelson finds Lyons in the near corner. Lyons drives in. Shot, no good. A travel is called, so it wouldn't have counted even if she made it. 5 minutes left in the corner. The Raiders have the ball. Taylor Hoxing brings it up the court for the Raiders. Finds Jolie Westrom, far corner. Now Paisley Dimmer near side. Down low to Aiken. Back out to Dimmer. Dimmer drives. One more pass to Jolie Westrom. Now Taylor Hoxing finds the lane. Shot is good. Second points for the Raiders here in the third quarter. Now Nelson, far side for the Cougars. Schwartz, Lyons, 3 ball. A little left, no good. Rebounded by Hoxing, number 10. Hoxing brings it up the court, slows things down. Now Dimmer on the near side. Paisley Dimmer, I should clarify. Hoxing, now far side, Jolie Westrom. Back to Hoxing. Aiken at the post. Wide open Jolie Westrom. 3 ball, no good on the far side. Rebounded by Eliza Westrom, excuse me. Second shot from the Raiders is also no good. They do get a second offensive rebound. Paisley Dimmer drives it herself and puts the basket in. 35-35, we're all tied. 3:45 left in the third quarter. Cougars Scoreless in the last couple of minutes. Looking to see if they can find points. Charlie Nelson wants to do it herself. Ball no good. And a foul called. I think that will be on Nelson for a little grab. We'll get the confirmation. And yes, it is on Charlie Nelson. I think that's her third, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it is, and she will be subbed off. Gilbert, number 2 for the Cougars, replaces her as the Raiders have the ball. Hoxing brings it up the court as usual. Westrom, far corner. Back to Hawking. Paisley Dimmer in the near corner. Aiken down low. Wide open Westrom. Doesn't shoot it. Cross court pass to Dimmer. Pass to Aiken. Tipped and intercepted. Gilbert has it for the Cougars as she brings it up the court. Aiken tried to steal it. No luck. And a pass to Lyons will be tipped away by Eliza Westrom. Westrom will also pick up the foul. I don't really know what the official foul will be. I just know she picks up her 4th. So she will be subbed off. It looks like Ayla Dimmer, number 2, will replace her for the Raiders. Gilbert on the near side, guarded by Jolie Westrom, gets it to Schwartz. Now in the hands of Graves, double teamed, back out to Gilbert. 3-ball, top of the key, looks to be short, rebounded by Aiken. In the hands of Hoxing on the near side, Paisley Dimmer now. Aiken at the top. Hoxing near side, cross court back to Dimmer. Ayla Dimmer, far side, gets it down low to Aiken. Tries to do a little 1-2 step layup, but will be blocked and fouled, I believe. Yes, she will. Foul is called on number 11, Lamaya Baker. That's her 3rd foul of the game as Aiken goes to the line for 2. First one, no good. And we will stay tied, at least momentarily. Paisley Dimmer comes off. Number 22, Kendra Beck, comes in to replace her. 2:27 left in the quarter as Aiken makes her 2nd free throw. And the Raiders take the lead by 1, 36-35. Graves brings it up for the Cougars in the hands of Hansen. Now Baker. Back out to Gilbert. Far corner 3. No good. Rebounded by Hansen. As she hits the deck, loses the ball. The Cougars keep it anyway into the hands of Graves, who shoots a layup. No good. Foul called. Looks to be a block on number 2, Ayla Dimmer. So Graves will shoot 2 after her missed shot and the foul. First free throw is good, which will tie things up at 36 with 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Second free throw is good as well. Viborg takes control of this one once again. A lot of lead changes of late. Hoxing brings it up for the Raiders in the hands of Ayla Dimmer. Cross court to Beck. Now Hoxing. 3-ball. No good. The words "and it is good" almost came out of my mouth. Good thing I paused. Rebounded by the Cougars in the hands of Hansen, who does a little running layup. No good. Raiders get the ball back. Hoxing has it. Now Beck. One more pass to Ayla Dimmer. 3-ball. This one is good as it rolls around the net. 39-37. Lead is 2 for the Raiders. Graves. Now Baker. Schwartz. Finds the lane to drive. Instead, one more pass to Graves. Near corner. 3-ball is good. So back-to-back threes for both teams. And the Cougars have the lead by 1. Hoxing with the ball for the Raiders finds Beck far side. The Cougars look to be running a 2-3 zone. I think I said that right. Not really a basketball person in terms of terminology. 3 ball from Beck, no good. 45 seconds left. Cougars have the ball. Graves, now Hansen, far corner. Back to Graves, top of the key. Gilbert will set a screen, little pick and roll action. Gilbert down low, back out to Hansen, who drives baseline, shut down immediately by Beck of the Raiders. Loose ball. Cougars keep it as Gilbert has it, and foul called. I think, yes, it is. Number 10, Taylor Hoxing for the Raiders. That's her first foul of the night. Kendra Beck will come off, and Paisley Dimmer back on with 20 seconds left in this one. Cougars keep the ball as Hansen has it top of the key, hands it off to Graves. Just going to let the time roll out and take the last shot here in the third quarter. Graves drives, double team, foul called. It will be a travel. I didn't think there's enough contact for a shot, or for it to be called on the shot, so it will be a foul. Hoxing to Ayla Dimmer, 2 seconds left. Will they get a shot off? Jolie Westrom along the baseline, no good. She kind of stumbled as she caught the pass, didn't really get to set her feet, and ran out of time when she put up the shot. So the score is 40-39. The Cougars lead. We have a tight one, so stay tuned for the fourth quarter. I'm Gage Ravellette on the call. Alongside with me on the camera and computer is Tristan Nelson. We'll be back after the commercial break for the fourth quarter of action from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermilion.
Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient.
Just in time for the action of the fourth. The Raiders start this one with the ball. Down by 1. Cross-court pass from Ayla Dimmer to Taylor Hoxing. Right back to Ayla Dimmer on the far side. She drives in, gets a shot off, no good. Rebounded by Aiken. Easy second chance points as nobody was around her when she grabbed the rebound. Cougars with the ball now with Nelson. To Graves. Graves had a lane, a little hesitant. Back out to Lyons. Now Nelson tries to work her way down in the post, but passes it back out to Gilbert. Finds an open lane and the shot. It is good. 42-41. 45 seconds left in this one. This game, not even just quarter. Aiken might have got away with a charge there as she finds Paisley Dimmer. Now Ayla Dimmer. Pass. Or not pass, ball tipped, almost lost it, timeout called. As it looks like Viborg-Hurley's ref is a little upset with that one. One of the Cougars did hit the dirt after contact with Aiken. No foul was called. Head coach for the Cougars wanted something at the bare minimum. Now inbounded by the Raiders. Aiken to Hoxing, back to Aiken. Hoxing, 3 from the top, no good. Rebounded by Jolie Westrom. Now Paisley Dimmer. Mid-range shot, I should say, is good for the Raiders as they have the lead by 1. 43-42, 6.5 minutes left in this game. Nelson down low to Graves. A little miscommunication as Lyons thought she was getting the pass also, and they kind of run into each other. Ball goes out of bounds. And the Raiders get a break as they get the ball back after the miscommunication. Full court press from the Cougars. Timeout called by the Raiders. And this will be a full timeout. Yes, it is, so we'll take a timeout as well from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermillion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision.
And we're back. Timeout still going on, but we're back into the action. In my opinion, I believe this was a good timeout by Coach Seltzer for his team. The Raiders have struggled so far this game with a full court press, and it looks like the Cougars were gearing up for a full court press. So he will talk things out with his team as they look to break this one. I imagine the Cougars will stay in a full court press. Down by 1 with 6.5 minutes left. It worked really well in the second quarter. So they should come out swinging. Taylor Hogsing will inbound this one for her team. Hoping to find, and she does, Paisley Dimmer right back to Hoxing, guarded tightly by Schwartz. Ball a little loose. Hoxing keeps control with it. Will find an open Maya Aiken down low. Shot is good, and the lead's now 3. 45-42. The Raiders just broke the press with almost ease. Now Graves down low. Lions far side. 3 ball, no good. Rebounded. Nobody will touch it, I don't think. It looks like Hoxing was close, but she instead boxes everybody else out, and the Raiders get the ball back. Ayla Dimmer subbed off. I think it was, yes, it was Eliza Westrom subbed in for Ayla Dimmer. Westrom is in foul trouble as Jolie Westrom brings it up the court. Into the hands of Hoxing, near side, down low to Aiken, little contact as the shot misses, but the contact is on the shot, so Aiken will shoot 2. We'll see who gets tagged for that one, as that will be the first foul here in the fourth quarter. Yes, Gilbert for the Cougars picks up her second. Cougars will have a substitution after this free throw. First free throw by Aiken is good. 46-42 is the score as Lyons comes off and Baker comes on for the Cougars. Big free throw from Aiken now. Swishes it, nothing but net as the lead is now 5. 47-42. Nelson will bring it up for the Cougars, guarded by Jolie Westrom. Now in the hands of Schwartz. Gilbert far side. Drives in. Finds Schwartz. Now Graves will take it herself. Guarded by Eliza Westrom. Good defense to force a difficult shot. Misses. Rebounded by Paisley Dimmer. Dimmer top of the key. Now Jolie Westrom. Back to Dimmer. Now Hoxing on the near side. Down low to Aiken. Back out to Hoxing, who's open for a 3. Will it fall? No, it won't. Eliza Westrom timed the jump right, but tipped it out of bounds instead of to her teammate, Jolie Westrom, or relative, I should say. 5:18 left in this one. The Raiders lead by 5, 47-42. Cougars with the ball. Schwartz near side has it. Now Gilbert, top of the key. Free three-pointer is good. When something's that open, you just cannot miss. So 47-45, the Cougars just shrank the gap to 3 as Aiken has it down low, back out to Paisley Dimmer. Now Jolie Westrom near side. Gets it, tries and does, gets it down low to Maya Aiken, rebounded by Eliza Westrom. Ball goes around the horn in the hands of Paisley Dimmer on the far side. Back down to Maya Aiken. They're relying heavily on her, and well so. She misses that shot but gets her own rebound. Back up top to Taylor Hoxing. 3-ball no good from the top of the key. 4.5 minutes left. A few too many offensive rebounds the Cougars gave up. Cougars have the ball. Nelson brings it up for him. Screened by Gilbert to give Nelson some room to drive. Back out to Graves. Now Gilbert guarded by Eliza Westrom. Nelson sets a screen. Ball is loose. Back out to Gilbert on the near side as the Cougars keep control. Nelson, 6 seconds on the shot clock. She's going to have to get a shot out. One more pass to Graves. 3-ball is good from the far corner. Timeout, half timeout called by the Viborg-Hurley Cougars as they are now winning by 1 after that 3-ball. It is only a 30-second timeout, so we'll just keep it here. There's just under 4 minutes of action left here in the girls' varsity game, and this one is going back and forth. When each team gets what I would say a solid 2-possession lead, and you think it's over, the other team keeps screaming back and brings this one back close. We'll have to see what the Raiders draw up, down by 1 with 5 seconds left now. As both teams break it down, they'll come back onto the court. The Raiders have the ball after the 3 from Graves. Big 3 from Graves as she gives her team the lead, and Taylor Hoxing will inbound this one to Paisley Dimmer. Cougars will elect to not press as they're more focused on stopping any sort of points. Paisley Dimmer, now Hoxing on the far side. Hoxing back to Paisley Dimmer, now Jolie Westrom near corner. She will drive it herself, guarded by Schwartz, down low to Eliza Westrom, who gets it right back out. Aiken from the free throw line, around the horn to Taylor Hoxing on the far corner. Hoxing will drive, loses the ball a little bit, puts it in the hands of Jolie Westrom, who tries to get it to Maya Aiken. Pass blocked and picked up by the Cougars. Graves now back out to Hansen. Now Nelson top of the key. She's been on fire all night. Can she score another basket for her team? Pass to Gilbert, who stepped back 3. No good. Would have been good if she didn't step back. Saved by Hansen, but that puts it in the hands of Aiken as the Raiders keep the ball anyway. Hoxing now top of the key. Now Jolie Westrom far side, or near side, excuse me. She puts up a 3-ball, no good. Gets her own rebound and instantly puts up a second shot where she's fouled, and she will shoot 2. Raiders are still down by 1. There's 2 minutes and 44 seconds left in the game for things to change. These 2 shots from Jolie Westrom are important. First one is good, hits the back iron and bounces straight up to fall. We are tied at 48. This is for the lead. And that one no good, rebounded by Hansen of the Cougars. Nelson brings it up for the Lady Cougars. Now Graves, far side. Gilbert, far corner. They find an open Nelson down low. Shot no good. She gets her own rebound. Now a tie-up. I thought it was a jump ball, or I thought they would call a jump ball. Instead, it will be a foul on 35. That's Maya Aiken. If I can read the numbers right. That's Aiken's first foul of the night. First of the team this quarter. Cougars keep it. Gilbert near side. Now Schwartz, far side, drives in the hands of Graves. One more pass to Hansen, drives baseline. One more pass, near side corner to Schwartz. Pass almost good. Jolie Westrom boxed out a little too good. She fell backwards. They find Aiken down low. Shot no good. Through contact. Second shot will fall. As the Raiders now take a 2-point lead, 50-48. Just under 2 minutes left. Nelson brings it up for the Cougars, guarded by Jolie Westrom. Now in the hands of Schwartz, guarded by Hoxing. Hanson, top of the key, looking to drive, loses a ball, picked up by Paisley Dimmer, who's cut down from the knees as Graves dove for the ball as well. Foul called. It should be on Graves. Yes, it is. You can't count out the effort of Graves as she was trying to get the ball back for her team. Just unfortunately, Paisley Demmer was there first and was moving in the opposite direction to get cut out from the knees. Timeout called by, I'm pretty sure, the Raiders. This will be a half timeout, so we'll just keep it here. The Raiders lead by 2, minute 43 left. What do you tell your team in this position? The Raiders have the ball. They just need to work some time off the clock. And if they put up 2 points, they extend the lead to 4 at the minimum. If they can draw some contact underneath with Aiken on a layup, that would be ideal to possibly get an and one. We have seen a multitude of girls knock down the three-pointer for this Raiders team, including number 10, Taylor Hoxton, who's on the court, and number 0, Jolie Westrom, who's made a few three balls herself. Cougars are in a full press situation here as Hoxton inbounds it to Jolie Westrom. Jolie Westrom will try to take it up the court herself, tipped away by Schwartz. As it goes out of bounds, the Raiders will get another chance at this. Hoxing will once again inbound it. She needs to find one open pass. She does. That's Paisley Dimmer. Right back to Hoxing, who's double-teamed near the out-of-bounds line. Pass from Hoxing, intercepted by Gilbert. That's another loose ball on the floor. It's a jump ball before the Viborg-Hurley coach can get the timeout off. Possession arrow. I can't tell who has a possession arrow. It looks to be Viborg-Hurley. So it didn't matter anyway, other than the Cougars lose a possession arrow. They would get the ball regardless. Gilbert inbounds it to Graves. Back to Gilbert. Now Hanson. They are down by 1. They need a basket with a minute and a half left. Gilbert, now Graves. Looking to pass, she does, as it's right back to Gilbert. Gilbert drives, but is picked by Paisley Demmer, who brings it up the court, and I think a timeout called. Yes, it is. I think if I can read lips, it will be a half timeout. No, instead, it will be a full timeout, so we'll take one as well from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
Back from the commercial break as both teams talk it over in this crucial ending. The score is 50-48. The Raiders have the lead and the ball. The Raiders actually have everything right now. They also have the possession arrow in favor of them, the ball, and the lead. The Raiders now come back onto the court. Jolie Westrom will be the one who inbounds it. Here come the Cougars. They need a spark of momentum to close this thing out. The Raiders are in very good position. A basket right here would be drastic for the Raiders, and a driving layup, no good. The Raiders do get their own rebound. Second shot, no good. Rebounded for a second time as Aiken picks up the rebound, shoots it again, and is fouled. A lot of things happened in that short span of time. Almost twisted up on my words. Now a pair of free throws from Maya Aiken. First one, no good. Bounced off the front of the rim. 59 seconds left. pretty much a full minute for the Cougars to try to come back. Aiken needs this free throw. She gets it. It's a 3-point game. Cougars have the ball, but the Raiders are guaranteed a possession. Loose ball as Nelson tried to get it to Gilbert. Cougars keep possession. Graves, now Hansen, almost picked clean from Jolie Westrom. Timeout called in the middle of that chaos. The Raiders are turning up at the right time and causing a panic for this Cougars team. It was a 30-second timeout. No, it was a minute, so we'll take a timeout as well from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
I can never see anything in this kitchen. Why is that? Time to call Westie's Electric, our dependable and reliable electrician. Westie's Electric has proudly been serving the Yankton and Gayville-Volin communities in residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. From the simplest fixes to the complex fixes or installations, they offer affordable service without the hassle, offering 24/7 emergency support so you're never left in the dark. Westie's Electric, a proud sponsor of all Gayville-Volin sports.
And we'll just come back alive here in Gayville, South Dakota. The Raiders lead this one 51-48. The Cougars have the ball, though, and are looking for a 3-point shot. They could settle for 2 and either force a turnover on the defensive side of the ball or foul. There is 45 seconds left in the game time. We'll have to see what decision the Cougars make. Gilbert will inbound this one, presumably, most likely to Nelson, as it is inbounded to Nelson. Foul called. I think it's on Jolie Westrom. Yes, it is. So a few seconds come off the clock there. 42.7 as Westrom picks up her first foul of the game. Inbounded back to Nelson. 8 seconds separate the game clock and the shot clock. The Cougars need some points. 3-ball from Gilbert. No good. Rebounded by Hoxing. And foul called right before she loses the ball. So the Raiders are in good territory. It's looking like that was the 5th. Yes, it is. The scoreboard just updated. So the 5th foul on the Cougars will give Taylor Hoxing a pair of free throws to seal this one out. It's a 3-point game with 29 seconds left. Hoxing needs to at least make one of these. First one, no good. A little flat on that shot as it bounces off the back of the rim. Second free throw is good to extend the lead to 4. 29 seconds left. Cougars with pace. Nelson almost loses it. Needs to find a 3-point shot of some sort, I would assume. Timeout called by the Cougars. We'll have to see what game plan they drop. We'll send this one to a quick commercial break and be back with the rest of the action from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Serve the best. Whether it's the crispiest, juiciest roasted chicken, wings dripping with mouth-watering sauce, or award-winning burgers, Toby's Lounge in Mechlin will make sure you get the best. And Toby's Lounge not only has the best tasting food, they also have the best deals, including 71-cent wings on Mondays and Thursdays and family chicken combos. Visit their website, tobyslounge.com, or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook to keep up with different specials every day. It's time to treat yourself with the best, only at Toby's Lounge. Open 11 to 9 every day.
One more.
For over 40 years, your local heating and cooling contractor has been Larry's Heating and Cooling. How did they stay in business that long? The customers know they stand behind their work. They offer top quality name brand equipment, and no one matches Larry's pricing when compared to the other local Lennox dealers based in Iowa. Larry's is $2,000 less for the same equipment. Not a Larry's customer? When you're ready to upgrade, trust Larry's. Honest prices, no gimmicks, and reliable service. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
And back just in time for the last bit of action here. The Raiders lead by 4. There's 23 seconds left in the game. The Cougars have the ball. Inbounded to Nelson, back in the hands of Gilbert. One more handoff to Graves. They need points here. Nelson, top of the key. Alexa drive, underhand shot, no good. Rebounded by Eliza Westrom, and a foul called. This one will be intentional. 10.6 seconds left on the clock, and Jolie Westrom will go to the line. This one's all but over, especially if the Raiders make both of them here. It will make it a 6-point game, still a 2-possession game, but I don't think 10 seconds will be enough time. First free throw from Jolie Westrom is good. The Cougars will need 2 3-pointers. If they want to tie it up here in Gayville. Timeout called with 10.6 seconds left. I thought that was going to be the last commercial break of this game, but instead we'll take one more from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
As we come back here for the last 10 seconds of this one, the Raiders are back on the court and are awaiting the Cougars. Before the action begins, I would like to say thank you to all the sponsors we have here tonight. We couldn't do this presentation without them. And if anybody watching would like to sponsor these broadcasts, get a hold of the station at 5 Star Streaming or 106.3 Classic Hits and sign up yourself. As you can see, you get a lot of exposure through the different timeouts. Anyhow, back to the action. The Cougars get the pass off, but a second pass will be intercepted by Taylor Hoxing as there's 3 seconds left, and finally a foul called on number 30, Lyons of the Cougars. This one is all but over, but Hoxing will take 2 free throws to close this one out. The Raiders will take the victory, up 6 right now. We'll see if they can extend it to 8. First one, no good. Second free throw will be good, as it's now a 7-point game. Time for one more shot by Nelson. No good. And as I just mentioned, the Lady Raiders will take home the win. 55 to 48. A 7-point victory. What a game. A lot of action, and I couldn't ask for a better one with a better outcome. What a game. Up next, stay with us. We have the boys varsity game. The number 3 ranked Viborg-Hurley Cougars will take on the Gayville-Volin Raiders in a tough battle between each team. I mentioned a little bit pregame, and I'll mention a little more later on. We'll take a quick commercial break and be back to talk things over before this one from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
For your next golf outing or large gathering, make sure to think of the Clubhouse Grill and the Alcester Golf Course. The Clubhouse Grill seats 75 and their event space has room for up to 250. Perfect for parties, receptions, and reunions. The Clubhouse Grill is ready for your next event. The Alcester Golf Course is a 9-hole course that requires no tee times and features all-day golf on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for just $30. The Alcester Golf Course and Clubhouse Grill are proud supporters of the Alcester Hudson Cubs.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermilion.
Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient. Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermilion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too for future employment. No experience necessary. We will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Before or after the game, stop at the Hayshed for the best burger, sandwiches, wraps, and appetizers in the area. Don't forget about the daily lunch specials. Like them on Facebook for more details and for more information on upcoming events. The Hayshed is a proud sponsor of the Gayville-Volin academic and sports programs. Wishing the Raiders good luck on tonight's game. The Hayshed and Gayville, good friends, good food, and good times. Go Raiders!
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
I can never see anything in this kitchen. Why is that? Time to call Westies Electric, our dependable and reliable electrician. Westies Electric has proudly been serving the Yankton and Gayville-Volin communities in residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. From the simplest fixes to the complex fixes or installations, they offer affordable service without the hassle, offering 24/7 emergency support so you're never left in the dark. Westies Electric, a proud sponsor of all Gayville-Volin sports.
Deserve the best. Whether it's the crispiest, juiciest roasted chicken, wings dripping with mouth-watering sauce, or award-winning burgers, Toby's Lounge in Mechlin will make sure you get the best. And Toby's Lounge not only has the best tasting food, they also have the best deals, including 71-cent wings on Mondays and Thursdays and family chicken combos. Visit their website, tobyslounge.com, or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook to keep up with different specials every day. It's time to treat yourself with the best, only at Toby's Lounge. Open 11 to 9 every day. For over 40 years, your local heating and cooling contractor has been Larry's Heating and Cooling. How did they stay in business that long? The customers know they stand behind their work. They offer top quality name brand equipment, and no one matches Larry's pricing when compared to the other local Lennox dealers based in Iowa. Larry's is $2,000 less for the same equipment. Not a Larry's customer? When you're ready to upgrade, trust Larry's. Honest prices, no gimmicks, and reliable service. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
And welcome back to the pregame of the number 3 ranked Viborg-Hurley Cougars and the hometown Gayville-Volin Raiders. We have 9.5 minutes till tip-off, and I have a few things to say. This Viborg-Hurley team is a good one. They have some returning players from last year, a good team last year who, if I'm not mistaken, made it to the state tournament, or at least the Sweet 16 for certain. One player you need to remember and watch out for this game is number 34, Nick Hansen, a 6'8" senior. That's a big dude, and he plays like it. He's able to play under the basket. He can make shots from outside the paint. He can really do it all for this team. You seen him in action last year, and now you see him again this year. And he's playing pretty good, averaging well over 10 points. I don't know the official stats. I do know earlier in the year it was 15, 16 points, and I can only imagine it's a win up from there. Another guy to look towards is number 23, Brady Schroedermeyer, is another weapon for this team. And I should say this team has a lot of weapons, but he is one to watch. Jake Austin, another good all-around player for this team, and a crucial part for the Cougars if they want a win tonight. Looking at the Gayville-Volin side, you have a team of all-around athletes. I'm watching film on this team. The only words I could come up with, wow, these kids are athletic. One player to watch and I was impressed with was number 30, Preston Carsons, a 6'3" junior, plays the 5 spot for this Raiders team, and he seems to do it all. I've seen him, the first shots I've seen him make were strictly three-pointers, and I'm like, geez, how is this kid knocking down threes as effortlessly as Preston Carsons? Still haven't figured it out, but we'll hopefully see more of that tonight from the Raiders. Another kid to look out for is number 3, Spencer Carsons, the quarterback of the football team. Another 6'1" senior, a big dude playing, doing big-time things for this Raiders team. This team is kind of more balanced. They tend to go a little deep into their bench with Grayson Rice. You'll see Carter Barron, Wyatt Melhoff, Hunter Webbin a few times. More of a balanced team, and they just spread the ball around, and the only words I can think of is a team of athletes. Well coordinated. They can kind of just do it all, athletes. The Raiders sit at a 5-3 record coming into this one, with wins over Alcester Hudson, Andy Central, Dakota Christian, not Centerville. They did get a win over Sioux Falls Lutheran on Tuesday. Their losses include Centerville, Irene Wakanda, and a team from Nebraska, but we won't really count that one as it won't matter. Centerville's also a good team, so they can't really hang their heads on that loss, but other than that, they have a few quality wins, and I expect them to at least keep it close with the Cougars tonight. That's all I have for the pregame. We'll have to wait to see how this one ends up, as almost a dunk pregame. Just couldn't time it up right from Spencer Carsons. But as I say that, we'll go right back into break and be back for the beginning of this one from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
I can never see anything in this kitchen. Why is that? Time to call Westie's Electric, our dependable and reliable electrician. Westie's Electric has proudly been serving the Yankton and Gayville-Volin communities in residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. From the simplest fixes to the complex fixes or installations, they offer affordable service without the hassle, offering 24/7 emergency support so you're never left in the dark. Westie's Electric, a proud sponsor of all Gayville-Volin sports.
serve the best. Whether it's the crispiest, juiciest roasted chicken, wings dripping with mouth-watering sauce, or award-winning burgers, Toby's Lounge in Mechlin will make sure you get the best. And Toby's Lounge not only has the best tasting food, they also have the best deals, including 71-cent wings on Mondays and Thursdays and family chicken combos. Visit their website, tobyslounge.com, or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook to keep up with different specials every day. It's time to treat yourself with the best, only at Toby's Lounge. Open 11 to 9 every day. For over 40 years, your local heating and cooling contractor has been Larry's Heating and Cooling. How did they stay in business that long? The customers know they stand behind their work. They offer top quality name brand equipment, and no one matches Larry's pricing when compared to the other local Lennox dealers based in Iowa. Larry's is $2,000 less for the same equipment. Not a Larry's customer? When you're ready to upgrade, trust Larry's. Honest prices, no gimmicks, and reliable service. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion. Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue. Wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
For your next golf outing or large gathering, make sure to think of the Clubhouse Grill and the Alcester Golf Course. The Clubhouse Grill seats 75 and their event space has room for up to 250. Perfect for parties, receptions, and reunions. The Clubhouse Grill is ready for your next event. The Alcester Golf Course is a 9-hole course that requires no tee times and features all-day golf on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for just $30. The Alcester Golf Course and Clubhouse Grill are proud supporters of the Alcester Hudson Cubs.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermilion.
And welcome back from break. There's 2 minutes before the tip-off as both teams are just shooting around waiting for this one to begin. And one more point I forgot about, and it just dawned on me, is this Gayville-Volin roster is an older roster. Almost kind of weird looking at it. A ton of juniors who will be back next year, of course. But there's only 1 sophomore and 0 freshmen on this team. So, although they will get a lot of returning players, as a lot of them are juniors, it's really an older team. And we'll have to see how the development of this team going on improves, as there's not much young talent to develop. And the lone sophomore is number 21, Philip Dibley. We'll have to see if any 8th graders eventually join this team to carry on the development. Looking at the Viborg-Hurley Cougars, there's also a lot of juniors, but it is a good mix of all the classes. There's 3 seniors on the roster. 2 of them will start. And number 23, Brady Schroedermeyer, and number 2, Needlebomber. So those are 2 big names that they have on this team. Oh, excuse me. Schroedermeyer is a junior. I just can't read. The 2 seniors on this team that will start is Needlebomber and Nick Hansen, as I mentioned earlier. So 2 big key pieces for this Viborg-Hurley offense and defense, I should say, will match the experience of the Raiders. 10 seconds left before we get into the rosters. I will list them off as they come onto the court. And we will get underway. The starting 5 for the Viborg-Hurley Cougars will be number 3, Jake Austin, number 4, Nolan Kolthoff, number 23, Brady Schroedermeyer, number 32, Owen Needlebomber, and lastly at the 5 spot will be number 34, Nick Hansen. That rounds out the starting 5 for the Cougars. On to the hometown Gayville-Volin Raiders. The lineup will start with number 0, Carter Barron, the junior guard. Number 3, Spencer Carsons, also a junior guard. Number 10, Hunter Webbin, a junior guard and forward as he plays the 3 spot. Number 30, Preston Carsons. And to round off at the 5 spot will be number 32, Nate Selshert. Selshert, kind of a hidden piece on this team. He doesn't really, from what I've watched and what I've studied, he doesn't really get the spotlight as much, but he plays hard and comes up big with boards and just the little things of this team. So Hansen and Selshert will be the ones to tip off, and the Cougars will win the tip. Clock starts from the 8-minute mark here in the first quarter. Austin down low, now number 23, Schroedermeyer with the layup for the first points of the game. Carter Barron will bring it up for the Raiders. Spencer Carsons on the near side, now Preston Carsons. 3-point shot for the Raiders will be number 10, Hunter Webbin. Rebounded by the Cougars, bringing it up the court will be Schroedermeyer. Now in the hands of Needlebomber. Long pass tipped by Barron, intended for Hansen. And now going the other way, a pass to Hunter Webbin will hit his hands, but Webbin will hit the deck and will be dinged for a travel, so the Cougars catch a little break and get the ball back. Schroedermeyer will bring it up for the Cougars in the hands of Kolthoff. Now Schroedermeyer, Hansen down low. Finds Kolthoff from 3 on the far side. Shot no good. Rebounded by Barron. He'll bring it up once again for the Raiders. In the hands of Webbin. Looking for a pass intended for Preston Carsons. Had to go find it. I thought he was going to shoot the 3 instead. Gets it to Selshert. Back out to Barron, and a whistle is called. It will be a 30-second timeout. I was thinking it was an off-ball foul, but it will be a timeout instead. Preston's was open at the 3-point line. I was expecting a shot from the big man, number 30, but he elects to throw it down low to Nate Selshert. I don't think Selshert was ready for the pass. He probably thought Preston Carsons was going to shoot it. He does pick up the ball, though, but wasn't ready in time to make a shot. We'll have to see what the game plan for this Raiders team is after this timeout. You have to think it was a cautious timeout, as the coach may have thought they were going to lose the ball. The Raiders will inbound this one. Spencer Carsons will be the one to inbound it. We'll have to see who he finds. Finds Preston Carsons. Now Nate Selshert. Hunter Webbin. Barron on the far side. Spencer Carsons on the near side. Drives. Finds an open Carter Barron. Doesn't take the open 3. Instead gets it down low to Selshert. Looking for a shot. Doesn't get one. Big defense from Schroedermeyer. Needlebomber. Excuse me as I jumble my words. Now Jake Austin, top of the key. Schroedermeyer. Far side, looking down low for Hansen. Has an easy 2 points. The score is 4-0. 6 minutes left in the first. Spencer Carsons will take it up for the Raiders. Who will he find? That's Carter Barron. Now Preston Carson's down low, looking for some room to shoot. Hook shot, no good. Rebounded by Nick Hansen. Schroedermeyer will bring this one atop of the key. Near side to Austin. Goes around to the top of the key. 3 ball, no good. Off the rim and out. Rebounded by Preston Carson. Puts it into the hands of Carter Barron. Now Hunter Webben. Near side. Looking for some sort of room or a pass. He elects to pass to Carter Barron, who feeds it directly back. These two are playing catch. Spencer Carson's far side. Drives in. Makes a man fall. Fade away. Mid-range jump shot. No good. Rebounded by Nick Hansen. And now Schroedermeyer has the ball in his hands as he brings it up. Now Jake Austin around the horn. Kolthoff finds Austin down low, open, shot no good, rebounded by Carsons. A little mismatch there as Carsons was just able to put his hands up over top of Austin to get the rebound. On the offensive side for the Raiders, Webben now pass to Preston Carsons. Contested 3, no good, a little short, guarded by Needlebomber. Schroedermeyer brings it up for the Cougars as he has the whole time. Finds an open lane and an open layup for Schroedermeyer. 6-0 is the score. 4.5 minutes left in the quarter. Spencer Carsons brings it up for the Raiders once again. Puts it in the hands of Hunter Webben. Little runner, no good. This time rebounded by Schroedermeyer. New man taking it up the court will be number 3, Jake Austin. Feeds it down low to Needlebomber, who does one more pass to Schroedermeyer, who finds the basket and another 2 points. 8-0 is the score, and an 8-0 run to start this one for the Cougars. Pass by Spencer Carsons, intercepted by Needlebomber. One more pass to Schroedermeyer to complete the easy layup on the transition. Back into the hands of Spencer Carsons as he takes it up once again for another try. Hunter Webben on the far side. 3.5 minutes left here in the first quarter. Carter Barron top of the key. Now Selshert. Webben far side. Spencer Carsons top of the key. Looking to drive. He has some room. Gets a shot off. Almost blocked by Needlebomber. Rebounded by the Cougars as Schroedermeyer tried to dunk it as he had nobody around him. Just missed. He snapped the rim, but I think he might have even snapped the ball out. Spencer Carsons contested 3, no good. Nate Selshert had his hand on it, couldn't quite reel it in as the ball falls into the hands of the Cougars. Kolthoff, Needlebomber, Schroedermeyer. Kolthoff down low, fouled off the shot, tried to sneak in a layup there as it is no good, but he was fouled hard by number 30, Preston Carsons. So Kolthoff will shoot 2 as the lead is 10-0 for the Cougars. First free throw is good, and we'll have some substitutions, a lot of them. For the Cougars, it will be number 5, Brock Fredrickson, and number 30, looking at the wrong team, number 5, Wyatt Melhoff, and number 33, Will Pyrak for the Raiders. Second free throw, no good, but put back in for a basket for the Cougars. Melhoff has the ball down low to Barron on the near side in the corner. Barron loses his dribble, gets it to Pyrak. Now Barron top of the key, right back to Pyrak, far side. Now into the hands of Spencer Carsons, top of the key. Little crossover move, floater no good. It wanted to fall. Who gets the rebound? It will be Nick Hansen. I didn't catch the substitutions for the Cougars. We'll learn them as the game goes on. Braden Morrison, a big piece off the bench for this Cougars team. It was one of them. Kolthoff, top of the key, finds Nick Hansen down low. Shot is good. Nick Hansen is just too tall at 6'7". 15-0 is the score. Just under the 2-minute mark in the quarter, Spencer Carsons brings it up. Guarded by Schroedermeyer. Now Barron with the ball, far side. Selshert from the free throw line, shot in and out, just doesn't fall. Melhoff gets the rebound. Now Pierrick, foul called. It's a travel before he could get it out to Spencer Carsons. Minute and a half left in this one. 15-0 is a score. Cougars are in full control. Brenner Gerds, will inbound the ball for the Cougars. Nick Hansen, now Schroedermeyer. In the hands of Morrison. Near side. Corner. Down low to Hansen. In the post, will he score? He does. Just too easy for the 6'7" senior. We've seen a high level of play from him last year, and he looks like he won't slow down into his senior year. 17-0 is the score. Melhoff has the ball on the near side. Now Pierrick, top of the key. Barron, near side, far side, Spencer Carson's almost in the corner. Tries to go down low. Instead goes cross court to Melhoff. Tries to sneak in the layup. No good. Gets his own rebound. Second shot is long. Long pass from Morrison. Tries to get it to Schroedermeyer. Will be blocked by Barron. Ball is loose. Travel is called. I don't even know who would have had possession of it. It looks like it was I don't know who would have had possession of it. It looks like it was the Cougars who had possession as they were called for the travel. Nick Hansen comes out. I think it was Needlebaumer who comes in. Yes, it was. A few more substitutions, I think, for this Cougar side. It looks like Rafe Goderez comes in for the Cougars. High-intensity defense now from the Cougars as Spencer Carsons has the ball. Now a foul called. I think that was on number 3, Jake Austin. Got a little aggressive on defense and picks up a hold. That will be his first foul of the game. Nate Selshert will check out. Preston Carsons comes in. Carter Barron comes out, and Hunter Webben comes in for Barron. Webben will inbound this ball. We'll see who he gets it to. He finds Spencer Carsons down low. He was triple teamed. Now finds an open Pierrick. Good transition defense from Needlebaumer to collapse on the open man, but it won't be fast enough as he picks up the foul. Pierrick will go to the line and shoot 2 and hopefully score for the first time for the Raiders. 17-0 is the score. As the first one is no good. Another substitution for the Cougars. Number 11, Grayson Rice. A senior forward for the Raiders checks in. And Spencer Carsons comes off onto the bench. Second free throw no good. And the ball will hit the out-of-bounds mark. Must have been right on the line as Melhoff got the rebound. The Cougars have it. Jake Austin brings it up the court for the Cougars. Gets it to Gerdes. Down low to Needlebaumer. Shot is good. 19-0 with 10 seconds left. Webben with the ball. 5 seconds. One more time for one more shot. Melhoff back to Webben. Puts it up. Shot, will it fall? No, it won't. Hit the front of the rim. I thought it was going to bounce in, but it won't instead. 19-0 is the score after the first quarter, as it has been all Viborg-Hurley so far in this one. We'll take a quick break and be back for the start of the second quarter on the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermillion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision.
And we're back after the quarter break as both teams are going to finish up their talk. As I said before the break, it has been all Cougars in this one. The points are spread around, though, as in 8 points from Schroedermeyer and 8 points from Hansen to be 16 of the 19 points. So not really just one man, but a multitude. 8 minutes back on the clock for the second quarter. Looks to be the starting five for the Raiders and not the starting five for the Cougars, but instead the same lineup from the first half. Shot by Preston Carson's no good. It was a long two. Morrison will bring it up for the Cougars, puts it in the hands of Jake Austin. Now Gutierrez. Near side is Austin. Morrison from the top of the key. He wanted the three, took too long to shoot it, so he didn't get it off. Gutierrez wide open for the three ball, no good. Rebounded by Hunter Webben. 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Webben will take this one to the rim himself, no good. It looks like Preston Carson's was just right there under the basket and was kind of in the way unintentionally. Kind of tough to get out of the way when Webben is going right at you. Anyhow, Cougars have the ball in the hands of Austin, top of the key. Austin looks to drive, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Preston Carstens and dumps it off to Spencer Carstens as he takes it up to court. 6:45 left before half. Hunter Webben has the ball on the near side, guarded by Morrison. Webben to Spencer Carson's step back mid-range shot, no good, just long. Rebounded by Needlebaumer. Now in the hands of Austin, top of the key. Gertis around the horn from Needlebaumer to Austin. Now back at the top to Morrison. A lot of ball movement for this Cougar team as they're looking for the open shot. Austin had the open shot. I don't know why he didn't finish it. Instead gets it back out. With 7 seconds on the shot clock, three ball from Austin is good. That's why he didn't shoot it. They were looking for three, as three is more than two. 22-0 in this one, just under the 6 minute mark in the quarter. Carter Byrne brings it up for the Raiders, now in the hands of Hunter Webben. Preston Carson's top of the key. Now Barron drives in, guarded by the tall Needlebauer. That's one thing about this Cougar team that makes them so good is the height. They got plenty of kids over that that are 6'4" or higher. I guess only 3 now that I look at the roster, but still a lot of height. Down low is Needlebauer, guarded by Selshert, and Selshert just couldn't do anything as a 6'6" Needlebaumer, as I continue to struggle over my words, puts it in for two. 24-0 is the score. Needlebaumer gets a steal and the dunk to run the score up to 26. What a big play from the senior, to extend the momentum even farther. This is a full timeout. We'll take one as well as I recoup and can get my words straight from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
And welcome back from the break. The score is 26-0. The Cougars just can't do anything wrong so far in this one. And the Raiders just can't buy a basket even if they had the money. Nothing is seeming to fall for this Raiders team. They are getting some good shots. The ball just won't go in the hoop. I don't know what's wrong. Cougars back on the court. And here come the Raiders. Just under the 5-minute mark before half, the Raiders do have the ball following the dunk from Schroedermeyer. The dunk from Needlebomber. Schroedermeyer had a dunk attempt earlier in the game but couldn't convert. Raiders have the ball brought up by Carter Barron. He tries to find somebody. He does. That's number 11, Grayson Rice. Pass to Spencer Carson's almost stolen. I thought it was last touched by the Cougars, as it was in the hands of one of the Cougars, but Spencer Carson's must have touched it last as it went out of bounds. Colt Hoff has the ball, top of the key, finds Needlebomber, near side. Now Austin, back to the top of the key. They go around the horn, looking for an open shot. Hansen was open down low. Colt Hoff didn't see him. Needlebomber, near side, looking for another pass. He finds one, Colt Hoff. Colt Hoff can't get it to the open Hansen down low. Ball goes off the backboard. Needlebomber from the near side corner, no good. Rebounded by Nate Selshert. A player from each team hits the deck as it was a loose ball. Spencer Carson's down low, fouled on the shot, and the Raiders can get on the board. It looked like Hansen and Needlebomber both closed in to block the shot, and I think both of them attacked his arm instead of the ball. So Spencer Carsons will shoot 2. First free throw no good to keep the Raiders scoreless. Substitution for both teams as Melhoff comes in and Webbing comes off. For the Cougars, Gavin Nelson comes on. I did not see who came out of the game. Anyhow, second free throw is good to put the Raiders on the board, 26-1. Cougars have the ball. Colt Hoff with it in his hands. Now Austin, far side, back to Colt Hoff, top of the key. Schroedermeyer, near side to Needlebomber. Colt Hoff at the free throw line. Will he convert? Had a man along the baseline. It was Schroedermeyer. He couldn't pick up the pass, though. Substitution for both teams. Morrison for the Cougars comes on. And excuse me, it wasn't Gavin Nelson that came on. It was Nolan Colthoff. I was looking at the JV roster. I was wondering why the name looked so different than I remembered. So Colthoff on and not Gavin Nelson. Raiders have the ball in the hands of Melhoff. Try to get to Preston Carsons, who lost it, but instead he set a screen for Barron. His shot blocked. Nick Hansen will put in the layup for another 2 points. Hansen's now at 10 points on the game. There's just under 3 minutes left before half. Barron has it. Spencer Carsons from 3. That one is good. That was a little deep from the near corner. Made it regardless. 28-4 is the score. Schroedermeyer will drive. Ball hits the bottom of the rim. Foul called, I believe, on number 0, Carter Barron. It was called on the floor and not on the shot, so it'll just be an inbound by the Cougars. Colt Hoff inbounding it, finds Morrison, 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Carter Barron for the Raiders. 2.5 minutes in this one before half. Melhoff, far side. Finds Spencer Carsons down low, guarded by Schroedermeyer. Carsons, fadeaway shot, no good. It will fall out of bounds. Must have been tipped off the shot as the Raiders get the ball back. Timeout called. I didn't catch if it was a full or half, so we'll have to wait and see. It looks to be a halftime out, so we'll just keep it here. The Cougars are playing at their own pace and getting it done on both sides of the court. The Raiders, on the other hand, just can't seem to make a basket. They're getting some open looks, but they cannot convert. Not good for the Raiders. 28-4 is the score following the three-point shot from Spencer Carsons. We should see a pickup in points from the Raiders now that they've seen one go in. It is possible to make it. Two minutes and 12 seconds left before half. 16 seconds on the shot clock for the Raiders. They won't have all the time in the world to get the shot clock, but they have plenty to get the shot off. But they should have plenty. Carson's looking to inbound, find Preston Carsons on the far side. Now in the hands of Melhoff. Back screen set for Carsons, didn't get open as Melhoff will find Preston Carsons down low. Foul called will be on number 34, Nick Hansen. That's Hansen's first foul of this game. 2 fouls for the Cougars this quarter. Spencer Carsons on the far side, guarded tightly by Schroedermeyer. Cross-court pass to number 33, Pryke. Pryke, top of the key. Now Carsons wanted the step back three, didn't get it. Pass tipped by Kolthoff and picked up by Morrison. Now in the other direction, Morrison gets it to Schroedermeyer. Top of the key, now Hansen beyond the three-point line. He has room to shoot, but elects not to. Around the horn, back in the hands of Schroedermeyer. Kolthoff, back to Schroedermeyer. Now Morrison, down low to Kolthoff. No good, gets his own rebound. Second shot, no good, and it should be Raider ball. And the Raiders must have got their hands on it last, as the Cougars will retain possession. Tough angle from up here in the booth, so I'm most likely wrong, as Schroedermeyer will look to inbound. He finds Kolthoff underneath for a slick 2 points. 30-4 is the score with a minute before half. Carsons will bring it up for the Raiders as he looks for a place to go. He finds Preston Carsons down low. Back out to Melhoff. Round the horn. Pryke. Shot will fall. Another 2 points for the Raiders. 30-6 is the score. Under a minute before half. Schroedermeyer to Hansen on the near side. What will Hansen do? Back to Schroedermeyer. Drives baseline. Shot is good. Carsons couldn't get the block off before Schroedermeyer scored. 32-6 is the score. 25 seconds left. This will probably be the last possession of the game. I could be wrong. As Preston Carsons, now Webbin. Spencer Carsons, top of the key. It is good, so I am wrong. There's 10 seconds and counting. Viborg-Hurley will get one more shot at this one. 5 seconds left. Schroedermeyer guarded tightly underneath. They'll call a foul instead of a jump ball. I thought it was a jump ball as both players had their hands on it. Instead, dinged for the foul will be number 3, Spencer Carsons, trying to rip that one loose. 2 seconds left, 2.5 to be specific, for the Cougars to score one last time. A little tap in for Hansen off the inbound will score the last 2 points of the half. 34-9 is the score as we roll into halftime. We'll take a commercial break to close this half out and be back to talk things over before the start of the second half from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Before or after the game, stop at the Haitian for the best burger, sandwiches, wraps, and appetizers in the area. Don't forget about the daily lunch specials. Like them on Facebook for more details and for more information on upcoming events. The Haitian is a proud sponsor of the Gayville-Volin academic and sports programs. Wishing the Raiders good luck on tonight's game. The Haitian and Gayville, good friends, good food, and good times. Go Raiders!
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
I can never see anything in this kitchen. Why is that? Time to call Westie's Electric, our dependable and reliable electrician. Westie's Electric has proudly been serving the Yankton and Gayville-Volin communities in residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. From the simplest fixes to the complex fixes or installations, they offer affordable service without the hassle, offering 24/7 emergency support so you're never left in the dark. Westie's Electric, a proud sponsor of all Gayville-Volin sports.
Serve the best. Whether it's the crispiest, juiciest roasted chicken, wings dripping with mouth-watering sauce, or award-winning burgers, Toby's Lounge in Mechlin will make sure you get the best. And Toby's Lounge not only has the best tasting food, they also have the best deals, including 71-cent wings on Mondays and Thursdays and family chicken combos. Visit their website, tobyslounge.com, or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook to keep up with different specials every day. It's time to treat yourself with the best, only at Toby's Lounge. Open 11 to 9 every day. For over 40 years, your local heating and cooling contractor has been Larry's Heating and Cooling. How did they stay in business that long? The customers know they stand behind their work. They offer top quality name brand equipment, and no one matches Larry's pricing when compared to the other local Lennox dealers based in Iowa. Larry's is $2,000 less for the same equipment. Not a Larry's customer? When you're ready to upgrade, trust Larry's. Honest prices, no gimmicks, and reliable service. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
And welcome back between the halves in this one as the Viborg-Hurley Cougars are up 34-9. As I talk, you'll get to watch the kids in the crowd shoot for pop. Nope, it looks like Gatorade. If they make it, they get Gatorade. If they miss, I guess try again. So looking back to recap the half, as I mentioned earlier, it has been all Cougars and no Raiders, as the Cougars just seem to not be able to do anything wrong even if they tried. Looking at the scoring, Nick Hansen has 12 points and Schroedermeyer has 10. It's really been them two guys to round the scoring out with a little contribution from a few others. On the Raiders side, Spencer Carsons has knocked down a 3 and some free throws to give the Raiders a few points, as well as a layup from number 33, Will Pryke, underneath the basket to close the lead just a little bit. There's 6 minutes before the tip-off. That's all I got from the first half, so we'll send it back to commercial break and see you for the start of the second half of action.
Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
For your next golf outing or large gathering, make sure to think of the Clubhouse Grill and the Alcester Golf Course. The Clubhouse Grill seats 75 and their event space has room for up to 250. Perfect for parties, receptions, and reunions. The Clubhouse Grill is ready for your next event. The Alcester Golf Course is a 9-hole course that requires no tee times and features all-day golf on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays for just $30. The Alcester Golf Course and Clubhouse Grill are proud supporters of the Alcester Hudson Cubs.
Nice.
Maytag appreciates a compliment, but this Maytag washer isn't just eye candy.
Wow.
Inside, it's got the capacity and power to handle even the mightiest loads.
I love this.
Yeah, she's a beaut.
It's a he.
How do you know?
Don't worry about it.
Find Maytag products and the industry's best appliances at your local dealer. Murph's Appliance, downtown Vermilion.
Heading out on the road or needing a quick pick-me-up? Head on over to Flatlanders in Gayville, where convenience meets quality in every aisle. Whether you're craving a snack on the go or the delicious roasted chicken, Flatlanders has you covered. From freshly brewed coffee to the ice-cold beverages, the friendly staff are there to serve you with a friendly smile and a helping hand. Swing on over to Flatlanders and experience the convenience you deserve. Flatlanders Convenience Store, your one-stop shop for everything convenient. Rev up your engines. We're going to a Raiders game. Jaeger Diesel in Vermilion is there to fuel your passion to get you on the road. Tired of breakdowns slowing you down? Say goodbye to all those worries. The expert team at Jaeger Diesel will ensure your diesel runs smoother and stronger than ever. From routine maintenance to complex repairs, they have you covered. With top-notch service and unbeatable prices, you'll be on the road in no time. Jaeger Diesel, where performance meets precision.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Before or after the game, stop at the Hayshed for the best burger, sandwiches, wraps, and appetizers in the area. Don't forget about the daily lunch specials. Like them on Facebook for more details and for more information on upcoming events. The Hayshed is a proud sponsor of the Gayville-Volin academic and sports programs. Wishing the Raiders good luck on tonight's game. The Hayshed and Gayville, good friends, good food, and good times. Go Raiders!
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
I can never see anything in this kitchen. Why is that? Time to call Westie's Electric, our dependable and reliable electrician. Westie's Electric has proudly been serving the Yankton and Gayville-Volin communities in residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. From the simplest fixes to the complex fixes or installations, they offer affordable service without the hassle, offering 24/7 emergency support so you're never left in the dark. Westie's Electric, a proud sponsor of all Gayville-Volin sports.
And we are back for the second half of action as the clock is under a minute and the Raiders are on their way back onto the court. Second half of action here soon as we look to see, hopefully the Raiders are able to turn it around and at least close this large gap and deficit they've been placed in. Viborg on the other side will look to extend their lead even farther and show why they should be the number 1 team instead of number 3. The Cougars will start this half with the ball. It looks like their starting lineups out on the court, and probably the starting lineup for the Raiders will be as well. The Cougars will be taking the ball to the left, from the right to the left, as seen on the camera. And the Raiders will go left to right. As I just mentioned, the Cougars will start with this one. In the hands of Austin. Now, Niederbaumer. Hansen down low. Hands it off to Schroedermeyer. Easy layup for Hansen as he's able to put that one in from a screen. Spencer Carsons will bring it up for the Raiders in their first possession of this half. Webben far side, back to Spencer Carsons. Back to Webben, cross-court pass to Barron. Now Selshert down low. Will he get the shot off? No. Blocked by Hansen. Schroedermeyer will bring it up for the Cougars. Instead elects to pass to Austin. Schroedermeyer drives in. Austin near corner, wide open, and three is good. The lead now 30. 39-9 is the score. Cougars have the lead. Carter Barron brings it up for the Raiders. Down low to Preston Carsons. Back out near quarter to Hunter Webben. Ball goes around a little bit. Finds the hands of Spencer Carsons. Now Carter Barron open for the layup down low. A little miscommunication as two Cougars went out to guard Carsons, leaving Barron wide open for the layup. 39-11 is the score. Hansen to Niederbaumer in the near corner. Three is good. Shows his three fingers for 3 points to the Cougar crowd. Barron down low to Preston Carsons. Shot short. Rebounded by Hansen. Austin into the hands of Niederbauer. Now Schroedermeyer. Layup no good. Didn't have enough juice to get up and over into the basket. Rebounded by the Raiders. Hunter Webben near side. Cross court to Barron. Pass a little high. Is able to reel it down. Spencer Carsons top of the key. Guarded by Schroedermeyer. Now Carter Barron. Far side. Raiders are not able to find any room for any sort of shot. Preston Carsons down low, able to find some room. Shot no good. A little hurried on that one. Schroedermeyer on the offensive side. Now Kolthoff. Whistles blow. I think that's a timeout. Yes, it is. Full or half. 30-second timeout is called, so we'll just keep it here. 42-11 is the score. The lone bucket from Carter Barron for the Raiders so far, and a few baskets for the Raiders. We are on to a running clock as it becomes a running clock after the lead is extended to 30. This second half should move fast, and hopefully the Raiders are able to pick up some momentum in the process. Raiders now out of the timeout. And now the Cougars are too. Cougars do have possession of the ball. It looks like Nick Hansen will be the one to inbound. We'll have to see who he finds. Some substitution changes for the Cougars. I'll list them off as we play. Schroedermeyer in for the layup is good. Another 2 points for Schroedermeyer puts him at 12. Up the court for the Raiders is Barron. Over to Webben on the near side, guarded by Morrison. Now down low, back to Barron. As a quick pass from Carsons finds Barron once again. Doesn't take the shot though. The ball goes around the horn a few times. Now Spencer Carsons drives in. A little 1-2 step layup is good. And the Raiders are at 13. Schroedermeyer will bring it up the court for the Cougars. Pass to Goderez. Back to Schroedermeyer. Now Morrison at the top. Hansen. Gerds near corner. Schroedermeyer at the top, down low to Hansen. One dribble, half spin for the basket. That looked a little too easy. 46-13, 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Spencer Carson's top of the key. Carter Barron far side. He had room to shoot it. Now Selshert from the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Nick Hansen. A little mismatch there on the rebound as Carter Barron tried to jump up for it, but he's just a little small, matched up to the 6'7" forward. Bad pass from the Cougars, gets picked up by the Raiders, and Spencer Carsons brings it down the court. Almost loses it there on the dribble, but will instead cross-court pass to Preston Carsons, who knocks down, I'm pretty sure that's his first three of the game, which is good from the far corner. 46-18 with 3.5 minutes left in the quarter. Morrison has it on far side. Now Goderez. Schroedermeyer back to Morrison. Hansen down low. Throws up a little runner. It is good. Hansen is 2 away from 20. Barron with the ball. Top of the key. Guarded by Schroedermeyer. Near side to Spencer Carsons. Now Hunter Webb and Preston Carsons. Far corner three ball. Almost good for back-to-back threes. Instead will come up short. Rebounded by Schroedermeyer as he brings it up the court for the Cougars. He will drive, steps back out, passes it around the horn. Three ball from Morrison, no good. Rebounded by Spencer Carsons as he takes it up the court. Little behind his back, slick little move. Selshert down low, gets around Nick Hansen and puts it in for two. 48. Will the score update on the scoreboard? I think it already did. 48-18. The Cougars have it in offensive territory. Schroedermeyer drives in. A little contact from Barron will allow Schroedermeyer to shoot two. So a pair of layups, a pair of free throws for the Cougars. First one no good. Substitutions for both teams. Grayson Rice comes in, as well as Melhoff. Selshert and Preston Carsons comes off. Nick Hansen comes off for the Cougars, as well as Schroedermeyer. I think Jake Austin also came off, but was quickly put back on. I didn't see who came back in. I think one of them was Niederbaumer. Anyhow, Raiders have the ball. Three ball from Spencer Carsons. No good. I think it was Carter Barron who tried to make the save. I looked down when it happened. I didn't quite catch the number. Anyhow, it was out of bounds, so the save was for nothing. The Cougars have the ball in the hands of Austin, top of the key. Around the horn of Morrison, near side, three ball no good, rebounded by Spencer Carsons. Carsons will bring it up also. 50 seconds left in the quarter. It is running clock, if you didn't hear me say earlier. Melhoff, top of the key. Now down low to Carsons on the baseline. Rice has it, elects to drive. One more pass out to Melhoff. One more pass to Spencer Carsons. Misses a three. Rebounded by Grayson Rice, who puts it in for two. That should be his first basket of the game. I can't see the score chart from this side of the booth for the Raiders. Cougars have the ball in the hands of Morrison, who tried to get a slick little no-look pass, but his teammate zigged when he was supposed to zag. And the miscommunication will lead for the ball to go out of bounds. It will be Raider ball. Timeout was called. I didn't see who called it, but it is a full timeout, so we'll take a timeout as well from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Serve the best. Whether it's the crispiest, juiciest roasted chicken, wings dripping with mouth-watering sauce, or award-winning burgers, Toby's Lounge in Mechlin will make sure you get the best. And Toby's Lounge not only has the best tasting food, they also have the best deals, including 71-cent wings on Mondays and Thursdays and family chicken combos. Visit their website, tobyslounge.com, or find Toby's Lounge on Facebook to keep up with different specials every day. It's time to treat yourself with the best, only at Toby's Lounge. Open 11 to 9 every day. For over 40 years, your local heating and cooling contractor has been Larry's Heating and Cooling. How did they stay in business that long? The customers know they stand behind their work. They offer top quality name brand equipment, and no one matches Larry's pricing when compared to the other local Lennox dealers based in Iowa. Larry's is $2,000 less for the same equipment. Not a Larry's customer? When you're ready to upgrade, trust Larry's. Honest prices, no gimmicks, and reliable service. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Welcome back to the action. I was informed. I was a little caught up in the action, and it wasn't a timeout called. Instead, it was the end of the third quarter. So the Raiders do get the ball following the quarter break. I don't know how I missed that. I must have just been too caught up in what just happened. But anyhow, we're in the fourth quarter. Raiders have the ball into the hands of Grayson Rice. Back to Melhoff, guarded by Jake Austin of the Cougars. 3 ball from Pryke is good to put the lead to 23-49. Cougars will lead in the hands of Morrison, top of the key. Guarded by Grayson Rice for the Raiders. Austin setting something up as the Cougars are looking for a basket. Morrison, top of the key, back down low to Austin. Loose ball, but now Niederbaumer. 3 ball, no good. Who will get the rebound? Ball's loose and out of bounds. Last touch by the Cougars. Substitutions for both teams. Hansen, Kolthoff, and Schroedermeyer come on. And we'll have the starting lineup for the Cougars on the floor. And 3 substitutions for the Raiders as well. I didn't quite catch who it was, but I do know Preston Carsons was one of them. He has the ball far side. Back to Spencer Carsons. Now Carter Barron down low. Now Pryke. Little mid-range jumper, no good. Just in front of the free throw line. Rebounded by the Cougars. Schroedermeyer, top of the key. Didn't take the screen from Hansen. Finds Austin down low. Wide open. Smaller guy. I guess I can't tell if he's actually small or not. There's too much height around him. Now Webbin. Far side. Cross-court pass to Spencer Carsons. Flex to drive. Little floater. No good. Rebounded by Nick Hansen. Gets it down court to Schroedermeyer. Another dunk from him. No good. That one looked good. But he snapped the rim and cuts the ball to fall out. The Cougars do get the rebound. Austin, top of the key, waiting for something to be set up. Schroedermeyer now on the near side. Down low to Hansen. Guarded by Spencer Carsons. Foul called. Did the ref say it was on the floor? No, he didn't. Just didn't hold up the 2 shots. So 5:13 left here in the fourth quarter. Hansen is going to the line. Foul on number 3, Spencer Carsons. His second foul of the game so far. First of a pair of 2 free throws is good. The lead is now 50-23, all Cougars. The second one, no good, rebounded by Kolthoff. Now Schroedermeyer, right back to Kolthoff. Schroedermeyer slipped a little bit. I think if he held on to the ball a second more, he would have fell. Luckily, he got the pass off. Spencer Carsons will bring it up for the Raiders. Far side to Preston Carsons. Now Barron underneath, wide open. He will pick up the 2. 52-25. 4 minutes left in this one. Schroedermeyer will bring it up for the Cougars. We'll see what he can do. Jake Austin down low. Now Niederbaumer. Top of the key. Now Hansen. Now Schroedermeyer. Kolthoff. Ball is going around the horn. A little moving 3 is good by Schroedermeyer. 55-25. Barron down low to Pryke. Far side to Preston Carsons. Now near side to Spencer Carsons, who's under the basket. Shot no good. Guarded by Nick Hansen. Rebounded by Jake Austin. Schroedermeyer will bring it right back up the court for the Cougars. And timeout is called. Half or full. As we wait a confirmation, it will be a half timeout. I think we'll take a half timeout as well from the Gayville-Volin Raiders on YouTube.
Valley Ag Supply, a family-owned business and your trusted partner for all your farming needs. Whether it's agronomy needs, precision farming, or custom application, they have the expertise and experience to help you succeed. Valley Ag Supply of Gayville and Spink are proud of the Gayville-Volin Raiders in all the academic and sports endeavors they pursue, wishing the Gayville-Volin Raiders the best of luck in today's game. Go Raiders!
So welcome back after the timeout. The score is 55-25. The Cougars have the lead and the ball with 3.5 minutes left. Few substitutions. 4 substitutions actually for the Cougars. Everyone but Niederbaumer is subbed out, and a whistle on the court as I try to figure out what it was. It will be a foul called on number 11, Grayson Rice of the Raiders. So Cougars keep the ball regardless as they look to set up another point-getting possession. We'll see what they come up with. That's Niederbauer. 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Grayson Rice. Carter Barron will bring it up for the Raiders. Spencer Carsons near side. What will he do? Gets it over to Carter Barron. Now Selshert down low. Pump fakes. Goes up the second time. Shot no good. Rebounded by Morrison. Number 1 for the Cougars. Jake Austin. Top of the key. Gets it back after the pass. Now Morrison. Top of the key as well. Ball goes around the horn. Gerds has it on the near side. Back to the hands of Austin. Goes behind his back. Gets it down low to Niederbaumer. Cross-court pass to number 55, Goetserts. His 3-ball no good. Rebounded by the Cougars. Goetserts tries to set something up. Morrison, now Gerds. Far side, down low to Niederbaumer. Shot no good. Rebounded by Jake Austin again as the Cougars keep control of the ball. Shot clock at 15, minute 40 left in this game. Austin near side. Now Niederbaumer down low. Fade away jumper, no good. This time rebounded by Selshert. Raiders finally have the ball back. Step back. Jumper from Spencer Carsons from the free throw line. No good. And it looks like both teams will clear their benches as the young kids will come in. I found all the youth in this Raiders team. It was just on the junior varsity roster. I don't know why I didn't look there in the pregame when I was talking about the age of this Gayville-Volin Raiders team. I'll try to list the names as we play. Might be a little tough to find. Just under a minute left for this one. The Cougars have the ball. 3-point shot taken by number 50, Caden Lindemann. No good. Ball will go out. So the Raiders will get it back. 40 seconds left. Raiders take it up the court. A pass from number 12, Wyatt Fairley. A little off the mark as he had a man open under the basket. So a turnover from the Raiders will lead to a Cougar ball. Number 12, Godwin Johnson will bring it up for the Cougars. With Lindman, far corner, back into the hands of Johnson. Now Fredrickson. Back to Lindman. Now number 11, Van Norsdell will sink a 3 for the Cougars to close this one out. It has been all Cougars from start to finish as they take the win 58-25. Before we wrap this one up, I would like to thank all of you guys for joining me here tonight. While the boys Cougars will take the victory here in this one, the Gayville-Volin girls do escape with the win at the end for the girls' game. Once again, I would like to thank you all for joining me here tonight. I'm Gage Ravellette on the call. Alongside of me on the camera and computer is Tristan Nelson. Thank you all and have a good night.